What's something that your girlfriend did that she regretted afterwards? Almost 2 years ago, my girlfriend encouraged opening our 4-year relationship. Let's call my girlfriend Lynn. She was polyamorous and wanted to find us a third partner. After having many flings on her own and a few not safe for work group activities together, we were enjoying the new lifestyle. I could not believe I would enjoy our setup. I initially wanted a monogamous relationship. But my girlfriend encouraged me to have an open mind and explore my sexuality. I eventually found another girl I really clicked with. I'll call her Jane. I made a mistake at one point with Jane, where I did not know that Lynn was crying and texting me for support. I was having intimacy with Jane and didn't realize it. So, Lynn got very upset and jealous at that point. She said, "I really needed you, and you were too busy being intimate with her." To be fair, I definitely told her to call me if she needed me, and she vehemently refused multiple times. I asked for an apology. Lynn accepted after I promised to be more responsive to her needs. After this incident, she started to get upset whenever I was with Jane. She even threatened to make me stop seeing Jane. Eventually, she took it back while saying, "Maybe if you talk about her more, I won't feel like a stranger is stealing you from me." I reminded her that for the longest time, I wanted her to meet Jane. It was her who refused to do so. The main issue here is that Lynn is hyper-emotional and constantly cries. Most of the time, she ends up talking about her past trauma. It's exhausting. For months, we were also arguing every time we talked. How am I supposed to talk more about the amazing dates I have been on, when she was always crying about something? When I mentioned that to her, she told me that she just needed to embody her feelings. Now, she frequently says how much she wants Jane out of my life. I told her I love Jane, as it's been a year and a half of seeing her. Lynn immediately started bawling her eyes out. She tried to end her life in my own house the next morning because of it. She blamed my relationship for her strong desire to die. She said I broke her heart because she only intended to share my body, not my heart. But, she literally encouraged me to make Jane my girlfriend on multiple occasions. Now, she's talking about how she feels that I'm cheating on her. She now resents my girlfriend despite never meeting her. She feels inferior to Jane. Every time she asks me to step back or cut Jane off to focus on us, I wholeheartedly decline. Absolutely not. After all of our clashing and arguing, I have lost the enthusiasm and spark I once had with her. All of Lynn's insecurities drove her to impose a bunch of rules and restrictions, while she was going around doing all sorts of sexual things with her people of interest. It's really taken away from my affection towards her. Lynn blames Jane for my fading affection, but it's because of how she handled this whole situation. She needs to remember that this was all her idea from the very start. On multiple occasions, Lynn caught feelings and loved 2 people as her potential boyfriends. Now that I'm in that predicament, it's a problem, and she's uncomfortable.